And this is the lineup, with the men from Australia, Anthony Edwards and Bruce Hick, who won in Lucerne about a month ago, very much the favourites here today. So the lineup on the far side in lane 1, Norway. This Polish partnership won the B final 12 months ago in Indianapolis. In lane 3, Sweden. Neither of these men went to the World Championships last year. Here are Anthony Edwards and Bruce Hick. In lane 4, then the Gear brothers, Michael in the bow, Marcus in front of him, the bronze medalists last year. And then in lane number 6, Austria, Wolfgang Sigi and Gernot Fadebauer. These two men out of the lightweight quad, which won in Račice in the Czech Republic in 1993, the two Austrians.
And the Austrians away very quickly, and very slowly away are the Australians.
And just to underline the new interest in the lightweight rowing, now that it's in the Olympic Games, an entry of 32 for this event, compared with 17 last year in America.
Some very, very good scullers have transferred to this event, this Olympic event, and have been left at the back. Last year's champions, Italy, didn't make the final, an injury there to Esposito. And here, Australia just moving off the start there. Hick, very concentrated, very experienced scullers. Closest to us, Austria, just have the edge at the moment, but there are 3 crews in line abreast, and Australia have moved well up there. Very young double from Norway, and having a lot of difficulty with the water. But it's Australia and Austria setting the pace, and Poland, one of the new crews into lightweight rowing from the Eastern Bloc, and Sweden up there with Australia and Austria. Quite a bouncy up and down movement, so you can see the boat bouncing in the water, but very lively, very quick on the pickup.
Coming through to the end of the first quarter, and it's still the Austrians who've got the advantage from the Australians. Switzerland, the Gear brothers, just about in 3rd place ahead of Sweden, Norway and Poland. And the Swiss in the red and white in lane number 5, that's 2 from the bottom of the picture. Perhaps the most experienced of the crews on the water, together with the Austrians. And quite often, though, they've left themselves with quite a lot to do.
Moving very, very nicely are Australia. Always from Australia, their crews are disciplined, well drilled, and here they are sculling perfectly together. Good leg drive together, knees flattening down exactly together. Quick look across there on either side as they hit the front.
So Australia take over from Austria with Switzerland. Here are the Gear brothers, Michael in the bow. He's the 28-year-old mechanic, and in front of him his brother, 25-year-old Marcus, who's an electrician. So 2 rather handy men to have around if you've got a few domestic problems to sort out. But just at the moment, they're trying to put themselves back on terms with the Austrians, who are still just about in 2nd place.
There's a lot of water bouncing around there at the moment. Very, very difficult conditions. The wind coming from the side. But the experience of the Australians and how well drilled they are allows them just to have that edge over the rest of the field. Very nice finish. Very, very loose recovery. But you can see that number 6 number from Austria just holding in the field there, holding in 2nd place. And Sweden beginning to press a little bit in lane 3.
Half distance, and Australia in the lead ahead of Austria. And then Switzerland and Sweden, very little between those 2 crews at the moment. Out on the far side in lane number 1, Norway, just ahead by about half a length over the Poles in lane number 2. And it's really a mixture of youth and experience in this boat. Anthony Edwards in the bow, 22 years of age, out of the lightweight quad to join Bruce Hick. But Hick, as you've said, Dan, tons of experience. He's really race-tested, this man. He knows what it's all about.
This has become a very, very hot event with its inclusion in the Olympic Games, and everybody is trying to get it. They're moving out of rowing into sculling. Everybody wants to be in this event. But the Gear brothers are beginning to move. They've come through now. They've come through Austria. The Swedes are moving through as well. But the Gear brothers have now hit second position, and they are closing on Australia. Australia under pressure a little bit now, and it's the Gear brothers of Switzerland in good second place.
Well, in fact, the Gears on home water in Lucerne were just under 3/4 of a second behind the Australians, so that's the margin of improvement they need to find here in this final now. And the Gear brothers, they do often leave it a little bit too late.
There's a bad crab there from stroke, bad crab from the Australian stroke. He completely lost his rhythm, he's lost his hat as well, and the Gear brothers are on top of them. The Gear brothers are on top of them. Everybody's moving on them now. The Gear brothers have hit the front, and Sweden now is trying to take advantage of that.
In fact, Switzerland, as you said, through the 1,500 metres, just narrowly in the lead, ahead of Australia, with Sweden in third place and Austria now fourth. And the Swiss now flowing better than at any time in the race.
Yeah, Bruce Hick now has lost his rhythm. He's lost that lovely rhythm there. They've been knocked off their stride. Very, very difficult to get it back again. As a single sculler, a little bit easier because you're on your own, but the two of them now trying to find their stride again. But Switzerland really opening up. Switzerland are not going to let this go. They are moving away, 3/4 of a length ahead of Australia now, and they've got a lovely rhythm.
This is the 6th World Championship attempt by the Gear brothers, and it's looking good at the moment as they come through with 250 metres to go and almost a length over Australia. And then in third place, it's still Sweden and Austria battling out at the moment.
Well, the Swiss really making sure now, as they consolidate this lead, making sure of this first medal for Switzerland of the championships. They've got 3/4 of a length on Australia, and Sweden are beginning to come too. Sweden are putting pressure on Australia, but the Gears have got a good rhythm here. Very difficult water. You can see the water rolling around there, and they're all pushing now. Sweden pushing very hard on Switzerland. Australia slipping back. They've lost their rhythm. They're slipping back. Sweden are really pushing hard. The Swiss are holding that third of a length, half a length, as they come into the line. It's a real pressure now as they sprint for the line. Australia slipping back all the way. It's Switzerland who've got it. Sweden in second place, Australia third. Closest to us, Austria in fourth, Poland fifth, and Norway in sixth place. 5 years they've been looking for a medal, and here it is, gold at that 6th attempt.
Well, the medals really getting spread about. Switzerland getting their first medal of the championships, and for the Gear brothers, a real big boost of confidence. So Michael and Marcus enjoying their moment on the medal podium, receiving their gold medals from John Boltby, the Secretary General of FISA.